We are at the Propellerhead Software's headquarters in Stockholm, Sweden. My name is Karlöf and I work as product manager for rack extensions and third-party relations. I used to work as product manager for Reason. I started when Reason 4 came out, and I've been designing and product managing devices in the rack such as Thor, Kong, the Arpeggiator, Dr. Octorix and other devices since then. I think that the Nektar company with Panorama has done something unique. They have dwelled into this technology that can connect Reason with a hardware controller to a level where no one has ventured before. It's a very, very tight and deep integration between the software and this hardware. And I'm still amazed how much you can get out of this technology if you put your mind to it. I'm very excited that a company has taken this remote protocol that we developed several years ago, and we think that they've done a terrific job. We hoped that we would actually see sometime in the future, and here we are. What I particularly like about Panorama is the way that there's actually two control surfaces in one. So I can lock this fader bank section to my mixing console inside Reason, and then I'll have the rotaries and the pads and the keys controlling whichever instrument that I am focused upon at the moment. So I can both access the detailed level of instruments with really deep integration here, as well as having control over the mix. And a popular workflow amongst our users is that you actually adjust the mix as you go along. It's more integrated, the actual production and the mixing. It's not a linear process, it's a sort of iterative process. And Panorama has been designed for that purpose, which I think is brilliant. I've noticed when I'm working with this one that the mixer console can be taken away. You spend most of your time here rather than going back and forth. Obviously there's some things you would like to check, the sequencer and where you are in the arrangement. You get a better overview maybe with the sequencer lanes and all the clips in here. But it's amazing how much you can actually achieve by just having this work surface. There's also a possibility to control a lot of shortcuts like undo and save and so on from this area with the function keys, because this device presents itself as a computer keyboard to the computer. So you can even program your own macros, so you can send a string of different keystrokes, for example if you want to copy and paste stuff. Considering the restrictions you have in a control surface with a display this size compared to a control surface with a display of this size, like a laptop, it's amazing how much they have managed to fit in. And it's ingenious use of the different focuses you can have inside this window. So here's the mixer, here's the instrument, here's the transport, and each window have 5 soft keys that changes depending on what mode you're in. Plus that you have these dedicated controls for the transport and browsing patches and moving up and down in the track list. And then you have this motorized fader that actually changes depending on which track I'm using, so I can get that tactile feeling of doing a nice fade in or out. I think the key bed is fantastic. I think it's really pleasant to play. It suits my style perfectly. I'm very weak towards white controllers like this. I think it's very clean and nicely laid out. And you just gotta love this red stripe that is a flirt with the pianos. And all the controls here are solid and nice, and there are no joysticks, so to speak, on the rotaries. So it's a really nice, solid build. For someone who's committed to have a tight integration between software and hardware, this is a really good choice. Whether it might be in your home studio or if it's for live performances, for me this is definitely a keeper.